We had a blast getting to see so many of you at convention this year, and our heads are still buzzing with all the announcements and energy from the week. Young Living is about community, and this was our chance to hear from so many of you. So this week on the podcast, we are listening to some of your stories and favorite products you shared with us while at convention. We are lifted up by all of you and hope to see and meet even more of you next year. Hello and welcome to Young Living's podcast, The Wild Drop. My name is Jacob Young, your host. Young Living is the world leader in producing and distributing premium essential oils, and this podcast will provide you with drops of information about Young Living, including stories, history, product information, lots of little fun facts, and even more. So for everyone that was at convention, remember going into the expo hall, past the butterfly exhibit, past the farms, the foundation booth, towards the back of the room where we had our podcast set up, because they save everything best for last, you know. But I was bouncing between there and the personal care booth talking about Simplified, but our producer Cole was there telling people all about our great podcasts that we do. And we brought our mics with us too. So now let's listen in to some of what you all had to say about Young Living. The first question was, what is one Young Living product you just couldn't live without?
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Dr. Anita Lee. I am from Alabama, and I am a senior star with Young Living, and I've been using Young Living products for about 3 years.
Thank you so much. Now, what is one of your favorite products to use with you and your family?
One of my favorite products that I use, I would have to say, is Peppermint Vitality.
Yes.
And the number one reason is because I'm in Alabama and it is hot. It feels like an armpit all the time. So I use that peppermint to cool down. I'll put a drop in my water. Also, if I'm eating some great tacos and I'm out and about with my kids and we need a little breath refreshing, I will use that Peppermint Vitality to freshen my breath. I love me some peppermint.
Hey, I'm LaRue Howard, and I am at the Young Living Convention Ignite Your Journey 2023. I'm super excited. I'm really excited because this year I have my husband with me, which he came with me last year. It was our first time together, but this year we have our 14-year-old son who he's been using essential oils and Young Living since he was about 7 years old, but to have him come with us and experience Young Living in person has been such an incredible opportunity to share with him.
And so he's had it in his life for this long, but what's a Young Living product or what's something that you couldn't imagine your life without?
So honestly, I think the very first product that was a game changer for our family was, in fact, lavender essential oil. I know so many people refer to lavender as the Swiss Army knife of oils, but for us, when I was able to use that oil and see a big change in my son and his sleep habits and being able to create an atmosphere or a time for him to be calm before going to bed at night was such a game changer for our family. And so for him to be able to go to the actual farms and the fields to see where his oil comes from was just a game changer for us. And so lavender oil would definitely be an oil that we can't do without in our family.
And lavender's a classic. You can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong with it.
All right, my name is Ken, and I'm just a star.
That's okay.
I'm only a star.
Where are you from?
And I'm from Scott City, Missouri, and I'm here to talk about Thieves Oil.
Heck yeah.
And we use pretty much everything Thieves now. We do our laundry and house wipes and floss, and we mix household cleaner in the spray bottle and clean up after the dogs and all kinds of stuff.
There you go.
Yep. So I think it's a wonderful product. I would recommend it for everybody. It needs to be in everybody's home and kick out all those toxic cleaners and go 100% Thieves.
My name is Yulia, and my rank is silver, and I'm from California.
Wonderful to meet you. Now, could you tell us one of your favorite products from Young Living?
Well, I love everything that Young Living offers, but especially I love Inner Beauty collagen. This has made a lot of difference in my skin, and I see the improvement, as well as I love Stress Away oil. This oil, for a while, I didn't like it at all. But this year, It's everywhere with me, like in a purse, by my nightstand. So this is one of my favorite oils so far.
Could you tell us your name, your rank, and where you're from, please?
Yes, sir, I sure can. It's Teresa Campbell. I'm a star, and we are originally from Connecticut, but we currently live in Kentucky for the past year.
And what is your favorite Young Living product?
My favorite, absolutely favorite Young Living product that is the most that your body needs, second to water, is Ningxia Red.
Valor has been a stable, like an anchor, a grounding force, like in all the ups and downs that I've had throughout my life. We've had some really, bad tragedies. We've had happy moments. No matter what it is, Valor has always been there. It's been life-changing for my family in that it's allowed, it's one of the first oils I heard about when I came into Young Living. And when I heard the story without even smelling it or seeing it, I had to have it, right? And I just fell in love with it. So it's a very beautiful oil. I highly recommend if you don't have it to get it, right? It's amazing.
There were so many of you that agreed with Cindy there and wanted to talk about the return of Valor. Valor was one of my dad's most favorite and important blends to him. And unfortunately, when we had to reformulate Valor, he realized it wouldn't be nearly as good, but he still wanted to promise the utmost quality of a blend and essential oil to all of you. And while Valor, the reformulation Valor, was still very, very good, it wasn't quite there. And we're so happy to bring the original Valor back, all thanks to the amazing efforts of the Young Living team and all of those involved, including Eduardo and his team as well.
Lori Haroldson. I am a gold, and I'm from Salem, Oregon. So my Young Living story starts with I was the biggest skeptic anywhere. My sister-in-law had been talking about essential oils to me for years, and I would roll my eyes and walk out of the room. Like I didn't want to have anything to do with it.
But then something changed.
So I finally was like, okay, fine. I'll put aside my skepticism. I'll spend my whatever, $110, and I'll try these oils. And a friend suggested, why don't you just try this combo of oils and let's just see what happens. What could happen? You could continue to live with this problem, or you could try something else. And so I said, okay, fine. I'll set aside the skepticism and I'll try it. And during that class where I signed up, they had just been explaining, during that class they were explaining that Valor, which was part of the starter kit at the time, had just got out of stock, and that they were going to try to find a replacement for it. And so they told the whole story about why Valor went out of stock. There was a problem with a batch of one of the oils as part of that blend, and that it didn't pass the quality control standards. And they went on to explain, the teacher of that class in her living room went on to explain that the company could have brought the subpar product to the market, and the customers probably would never have known. But they made the hard decision and did the right thing and lost millions of dollars in the process, I'm guessing. And in that moment, I get emotional just talking about it and thinking about it again. In that moment, I knew that the integrity of this company was such that this is a company I wanted to align with and buy products from without any, in fact, I was pretty adamant, I'm not doing this as a business. And then I tried the products, and I immediately started sharing about the company, and within 5 months, I hit silver.
Now that is a Young Living story.
That's a great story.
Thank you so much, Lori.
Yes, thanks
for coming
having
on the
me.
podcast.
Yeah.
My name is Sunday Taylor. I am a silver in Young Living. I currently reside in Houston, Texas, and I am originally from New Jersey.
Very cool. And so what is one of the many, many products, but what's just one of your favorites?
Let's see, one of my favorites, it has really got to be the Valor coming back for certain. That is a big, big deal. When I first started in the company in 2015, we had the original Valor, and then it went away. I was very, very sad for quite some time because we didn't have the Blue Tansy, and then we didn't have the Rosewood, and so we did the Valor 2, which I appreciated, but it wasn't wasn't my favorite. And then, we got the second version of Valor, which had the camphor wood and the geranium, which is a little sweet for me. But then when I was so excited, I think I just I had some weepy eyes when they came out with the new the triumphant return of Valor.
Exactly. So, that was announced here at convention.
Yes.
What was your response? Just take us into your feelings when you heard Valor. Your favorite was coming back.
I was giddy. I think that is the best term. Giddy. Like I said, I had my eyes leaked a little bit because I was so excited. And just amazing. And my husband, that was the first thing I texted my husband when it came up. I took a picture and it's guess what's back?
Oh boy.
And he's like, really? He's like, I get to have Valor again? And so he's like, what's different? So of course we shared that too and told him all about the rosewood. And what I love is that using the Valor actually helps the sustainability and helps the ecology and the, just being able to have more rosewood. So I'm really, really excited about that too. Because, we want that to be around for future generations, right? I want my grandkids and my great-grandkids to be able to enjoy Valor.
So my name is Maria Anna, and we're from San Antonio, Texas, Crown Diamonds. I'm here with our 4 kiddos at convention. They're absolutely loving it. I think their favorite part was jousting, the lavender field, and just about anything and everything. They were just wowed. And we want to pass the vision on to them, and I think this is the right time to do it,
Wonderful. And
Yes.
What is your favorite oil?
Oh my goodness, I have so many, but I would have to say it's, if I was going to pick one oil, it would be Valor.
Maria shared her love for Valor, but she wasn't alone when she stopped by our booth. She brought the whole clan. Her 4 kids all had favorite Young Living products they wanted to talk about too.
What is your favorite oil?
Kids Power.
And why is Kids Power your favorite?
Because it just smells so amazing and it's very easy to put on because you don't have to worry about bad smells or anything.
And you talk about putting it on at night, so how often do you use oils, whether it's Kids Power or something else?
Kids Power, I usually use it when I have to go somewhere or when I have to go to bed.
My name's Hannah.
All right, Hannah, what is your favorite Young Living product to use?
Oh my, there's quite a lot of them. I would have to go with some of the art products because I use them for my face every morning. But when I'm sick or not feeling well, I like to use the oils and some of the other nutritional products.
My name is Marcus Anna.
All right, Marcus Anna, what is your favorite Young Living product?
It's definitely got to be the Thieves line because they cover pretty much everything. They got household cleaning all the way to when you're sick. They got the cough drops. There's just so many things that is in the Thieves line that just makes it super special. That's why it's my favorite.
Go ahead and tell us your name, bud.
I'm Joelle.
All right, Joelle. Do you like the Kid Sense oils?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you have a favorite scent or a favorite one that you can recognize?
I got a different scent. A lavender.
Lavender is one of my favorites as well, Joelle. And we also asked some of you to just tell your Young Living story.
My name is Angela Anderson. I'm from Western New York, and I'm a silver rank. Young Living, to me, it's been life-changing. So I teach first grade full-time, and one year I caught everything the students brought to school. If it ended with itis, I caught it sometimes twice. I ended up just being tired for a long time. And so I did desperate things. I drank straight up lemons. I changed my diet. I tried to get extra sleep. I did all of vitamin-infused IVs. I did all of the things, and they helped me. They helped me marginally. And then my friend Sarah invited me to a class. And at this class, it just blew my mind, the things that I learned. I told her thanks, but no thanks. She gave me a sample packet of lavender. She did such a great job with the class that I took it to my home like it was a little treasure. And that it had 3 drops, right, in the package. I made sure I used 1 drop. That drop drastically changed my life. And I found the money I didn't think I had, and I bought my kit that night. My next purchase was Ningxia Red. And Ningxia Red was the key to my lack of energy. So it along with the other things that I tried, it gave me my life back. And because I was so amazed by what Young Living has done, I shared with my friends and family. And it was hard work, I'm not gonna lie. It has changed my life and it's rippled to others. And for that, I will be forever grateful. I will be with Young Living for the rest of my life, and there will be no changing.
My name is Christina Foster. I am a silver rank, and I am a leader in South Africa, Young Living. We opened the country in 2019, and that's when I started with Young Living, and I'm privileged to be part of the founding members of that country, and we just are loving sharing Young Living, even in other countries of the world, and like South Africa. I have a wonderful team over there that would love to be here with me today at convention, but next year, because it's international. So,
what kind of response have you gotten from people in South Africa that have started using the oils, and what have they been saying about it?
It has been an amazing response. It's not as popular probably as it would be over here in America, but it is getting there. And so brand awareness is very important over there. And so we're just trying to create brand awareness that Young Living is the leader over there, and the response has been amazing. Really has. Lots of. They love their natural. They're very natural over there, so it goes along straight with what the country is all about.
Thank you, Christina, so much for sharing your story. And it's so amazing to see just how many people venture so far to some of these Young Living events. I've been to so many events where people have flown over 50 plus hours to be at certain Young Living events, convention included. And I'm so happy and excited that next year is going to be an international convention. It's been a very long time since I was last in South Africa, so I'm really happy that you made the journey from there. It's a very amazing, exciting place, and especially with all the tours that you get to do. Unfortunately, I've not been able to go on my own safari tour, but my brother Joseph and my mom were able to do that a few years ago, and I'm hoping to do that soon as well. So would love to visit South Africa sometime soon. There's a lot of amazing leaders in that area, and definitely a big area of opportunity for Young Living as well.
My name is Lisa Black, and I'm a gold member of Young Living.
Thank you. And where are you from?
I am from a suburb of Dallas, Texas called Flower Mound.
Beautiful. Love Texas. All right, and you have come over with something unique. Sometimes I talk to people about their favorite products or something, a testimonial, how they came in, but you're coming with a story about Gary Young.
Yeah.
And Gary's stories are what make this podcast churn.
It's really special to me. So in 2015, the convention was in Dallas, and I was invited to go to the Diamond Dinner with my royal crown. And long story short, one of the executives at the end of the night when everybody was gone, I said, my dream is to meet that guy. And it was Gary. And he said, let's go now. And I was talking to Gary when they turned me around and I was facing him. I've never talked to anybody like this. It's like nobody else was in the room. He just would lock into you. And I told him, I said, I'm going to tell you something different than anybody else I've heard talking to you. Because everybody always asks you about their health and tells you what they need. But I want to say thank you because you changed my life. You changed everything. And I want to say thank you with what I used of all the products of Young Living. But I said, I want to tell you one thing very special to me is I lost my father in 2007. And I said, you have my father's heart. My father was a minister, and Gary started crying. And I said, my father loved people like you do, and my father wanted to change the world like you do. And he grabbed me and hugged me and said, that is so special to me. And I said, I want you to know that that's the highest compliment I can pay you, is that you remind me of my father. And he said to me, he said, well, when you miss your father, he said, I want you to come find me and ask me for a daddy hug. And so scroll forward to 2017, 2 years later, he rode in on a motorcycle to the farm, and I had my kids there, my adult kids, and there was a crowd around him, and in a second I got my moment, and I walked up and I said, this is 2 years later, and I said, I need a daddy hug. And he turned around, and I've got the most beautiful picture that my son took, and he grabbed me and pulled me to him and said, I remember, and he gave me the best hug, visited with my kids, we got pictures together, and it was the most special moment.
Thank you. I've heard a lot of Gary stories in my day, but that was beautiful. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Lisa, thank you so much for sharing your story, and always love hearing from you. And I remember the Gaylord convention very, very well back in 2015. The theme that year was Light the Fire, and I still have the shirt from that convention. It's one of my all-time favorite themes of all of our conventions. Such a magical moment, such an amazing time. We did the Color 5K, and I kind of have a little bit of bragging right here, but I got to beat Varick Birchfield in the 5K run, which I was super excited about. Varick, if you're listening, I'm sorry, I had to plug that in there. But it was such an amazing, really fun time that convention was. And the Ride for Reason in 2017 is what she was referring to with the motorcycle ride-in. Really, really hoping that we can bring that back. Such an amazing organization and foundation that was set up by Scott Schuler. And so we're really hoping to get that set up again. But thank you so much for sharing, Lisa. And you're absolutely right. My dad was just one of those people who wanted to give to everybody else, and it was never about him. It was about everybody else and what he could do for everybody else, and he always put everybody else before himself. And there are some moments where I look back at that and I kind of get a little bit jealous and wish he hadn't had done that, but for him it was all about what he could do for people. And that's what Young Living is all about. It's giving back and giving to the people that really are in need, that need help, that are willing to make a difference in other people's lives and change the world. So once again, thank you for sharing your story so much, Lisa. And one more big thank you to everyone for sharing your favorites and especially your stories. That's what makes Young Living special. And thank you for tuning into this episode of The Wild Drop. Remember, you can listen on iTunes, Spotify, on YouTube, and our website at www.youngliving.com. Don't forget to oil up Young Living family. This is Jacob Young, dropping out. Take care.